everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Giselle and today we're going to be talking about Urban Decay's newest eyeshadow palette, which I am super excited to bring to the channel, and this is the Naked Reloaded. So if you are interested in seeing how I use this palette and my thoughts on it, then you already know what to do. Keep on watching. So as many of you know already by now, Urban Decay came out with a new palette and it's their Naked Reloaded. Look at the packaging. How gorgeous is this? And this is what the inside looks like. Super pretty. And this is supposed to replace the original Naked, which was a staple. It should have been a staple for everyone. Oh my gosh, the packaging is just gorgeous. Urban Decay always does an amazing job with their packaging. It's a satin, it's fabric. It's satin and it's, what is the word I'm looking for here? Plush? Like, it's plushy because it has like foam or something in there. Anyways, girl, enough. Let me start playing with it. I did wear it once for work this week. I did a really natural look, but it was so pretty and I wanted to come on the channel and wear it here for you guys. And to start off, I'm gonna go in with Bucked, and it's this one right here. It's a really natural, pretty color with a Morphe brush, but it does not have a number because it was from a set. Their eyeshadow set. So I'm gonna do Bucked right on my crease, and it's a pretty soft crease color, as you can see, like the difference between the two eyes. This shade is so pretty that you could literally, or I could literally just leave it like this, throw some lashes on, and this is a look. Like, this is a look. Now I'm gonna go in with this dark brown right here, and this is called Endgame. And I'm going to keep this towards the outer portion, outer V here. And I'm first just patting this color on so I can get all of the color payoff, but it goes on really nicely. It's a really pretty brown. Again, just patting it on. So this is what Endgame looks like. I want to darken it up just a little bit more, so I'm just going to pat it on top. I'm gonna go in with Angel Fire, which is this one right here, and it's a really pretty champagne sparkly color. And I'm gonna do that towards the inner part of my lids. This is not really showing up. Alright, now my finger, yes. That's super pretty. So it's like an iridescent color. It looks more pinkish on the pan, but when you put it on the eyes, it reflects slightly purple. And it's definitely working better with my finger instead of using a brush. I have some fallout. I don't know if it's visible on the screen or not, but the shimmer definitely has a little bit of fallout since I used it with my finger. Or actually, I think it's from using it with the brush, because it's like the way that it's pressed, it just didn't work with the brush that I used. So I think that that's what caused the fallout. Now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and I'm going to dip back into Endgame, which was that darker brown, and I'm going to use this on under my lower lashes. And then for my waterline, I'm going to use Demolition, which is Urban Decay's 24-hour Glide On pencil. And I'm going to put this on my waterline. This is my first time in using this shade. It's a really pretty dark brown. Like really pretty. I'm gonna add some mascara, and this is Rimmel's Scandal Eyes Wild Wings. This mascara is actually bomb AF. I've used it already and I'm really loving it. Especially for my bottom lashes, it makes it look like I have false lashes on the bottom. Alright y'all, here is the finished look with lips and lashes and eyeliner on, and I'm loving it. I mean, I look cute as hell. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Like, this is pretty. It's really pretty. Now, let's talk about the palette itself. I love the way that the mattes went on. They go on beautifully and blended really nicely. Now, I said that before this I used this palette, and I'm finding that the shimmers are better applied with my fingers. It could be that I'm grabbing the wrong brushes for this, but I just find that I'm getting the most payoff with them by using my finger to apply it. Because then there's no issues, like the color payoff comes out perfectly. You can see everything as it should be seen. I didn't really experience a lot of fallout except with using the wrong brush, because the color was a little, I guess grainy, you could say. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it with the brush that I was using the brush just wasn't grabbing the powder the way that it should have been to be applied. But once I started using it with my finger, I had no issues. I had no issues with fallout when I was using the mattes. So, you know, if this is something that's important to you, there you have it. I personally don't really care. Typically, I do my eyes before I do my foundation, but lately I've been doing it the opposite way. So I just brush it off, touch up the powder under my eyes a little bit more, and go on about my business. But this is a gorgeous palette. Next look, I'm gonna try and use more of the peachy tones. I think that would look super pretty. I'm definitely gonna do that, maybe even on the channel so you guys can see what it looks like. Overall, I think it performed quite honestly the same way that the original Naked palette does. That one, like I said, is a staple. It's a beautiful palette, and so is this one. I was watching someone's channel and she was saying like this one compared to the older one. Let me grab it. This new one compared to the older one is something that works better for all skin tones. And I'm looking at it and I feel like the original one worked for everyone as well. Except that there are less mattes. I like that they added this dark brown to the new palette, whereas the dark brown on the original is a shimmer. I can see how that would be an issue for some people. However, it had the black. I think that both of them are workable for everyone. There's always going to be a shade or two that might not work for the person who has the darkest skin tone or the person who has the lightest skin tone. I think that overall they have done a pretty good job with keeping the colors so that it's workable for an array of skin tones, dare I say everybody. Even for me, I usually don't just stick to one palette. I will grab at least 2 palettes to create the looks that I want. I have one palette that I know has my favorite crease color, another palette that I know has my favorite color to darken something. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, nobody really dips into one palette. If you're like a makeup person, that just doesn't happen. Now for the everyday girl, I think that for sure this palette right here is all you need. You have your lighter colors, you have the dark brown that you can really darken it up. As you can see, like I created a pretty sultry look. You have your peaches for days that you want something a little softer but with some color. There's some bronzes that I think would look absolutely gorgeous on girls that are like my skin tone and darker. I think that it will work for everybody. I believe it retails for $50. That's what their palettes usually are. I don't think it would be more expensive than that, but don't hold me to it. I think it's $50. I don't have the paper with me right now. But that's all I have for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And while you're there, make sure to hit that bell button so that you stay notified as to when I have new videos. Thank you so much, Urban Decay, for sending over the palette for my consideration and sharing it with my channel. I will see you guys on the next video. Ciao.